Hey, what up, YouTube Live? Um, just felt like making a video today. Kind of in a different change of location. Um, Still dealing with a lot of anxiety. Just worried, man. Like all these, shootings and stuff. It's just I can't digest it in a way that makes me feel like good about things. Like I really don't know what's gonna happen next. I have so many paranoias that it's like an all-consuming thing, you know? And that's what brings me to my subject of the day, which is my search for the Pothead Partner. Pothead Partner. I'll try to not be doom and gloom today because I'm not really in the mood for it. Um, I don't know. I guess I have like PTSD pretty bad. Like I'm always kind of looking for more trauma, negativity, disappointment, those type of things. And I don't know, if you look for something, you're probably gonna find it. You know what I mean? If you look for those type of things, they'll probably appear. So maybe that's my problem. I need to stop looking for that type of stuff and just kind of relax. Because the cool thing is, about Mr. Minnesota, I had a breakthrough with Mr. Minnesota. So I'm about ready to give up this foolish pursuit. Like I don't know if I'm just tripping out, like totally on some dumb shit, or if I'm just kind of following my heart to wherever it'll take me. You know, I think that's always a good thing to do. Let me see if I can set y'all up over here. Yeah, I'll keep my earphones on. I want to see the quality, the vocal quality of the headphones on. So I kind of like this. I moved back in with my parents. So I'm kind of having some anxiety about that. There's a pretty bad fire hazard outside in the garage, which is one of the reasons why I left before. Like I have a really hard time trusting my parents. Like everything makes me think of, like I said, PTSD. Just anything triggers are like, oh, this is when we had a terrible time and I was da 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 da. But we get to hang out with the dog, so that makes me happy. My mom, she's in a good space. So my mom looks like she's doing better. She just still has some of the same habits, that I felt like were always a problem in our relationship. But I guess people don't change overnight. You know, um, Being autistic, I'm a very very sensitive person, extremely so, annoyingly so. You know, but I always think like sometimes when you're worried about something, I consider that like my spider sense tingling. You know, like not to be paranoid or like preoccupied with things like that, but to understand that maybe that's something there. That I need to kind of think about. As maybe being a place of, not to say worry, but something that probably deserves my attention, and that I have to I don't know, have a mindset about it. You know, so yeah, I want to talk about something that's kind of along the lines. I mean, it's not. This is not like paranoia upsetting. This is going to be more like actual things I've dealt with upsetting. And I don't know. It's funny. Like I said, I met this guy totally randomly. I'm not gonna blow his whole spot up because you guys have heard about goddamn Chris Humphries 100 times by now. We're all sick of me talking about Chris Humphries. Like I need to get over this whole Chris Humphries kick or whatever. Actually, I'm talking to another guy. He's a darker skinned guy. He's a big guy. He has a lot of top. But I'm like, I don't, really know. And I'm not really in the mood to like be bottoming right now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, maybe we'll just get together and do whatever. So I'm going to see what that's like. But I don't know. He's really nice looking though. He's a really nice looking guy. He don't even talk that much either, but he talks more than the guy from Minnesota, which they don't really talk much at all. Those crazy doohickeys. I've got to be nice though, 'cause that's my heart. Like I don't feel bad looking for him. You feel so. I'm not in love, obviously. The motherfucker can't hold a conversation. But it seems like us meeting each other was like something that really affected both of our lives in some type of a positive way, I'll say. Like, seeing him, because like we've kept in touch only through like random social media or text messaging. And social media is kind of interesting that way. but he just keeps disappointing me with his decision making. I'm like, what kind of fuck nut are you? You know, like, damn it, you're a fucking retard. You know. But you know, like I said, that's my sweetheart. I don't. I still don't even know if he's completely SGL or bisexual or whatever. I think got a little bit of tea here and there, but I'm not really a snooping tea type of person, to be completely honest. But like looking around on his social media and things, I'm like, okay, well, he ain't married nowhere with no girl knocked up. So I guess that's a bonus. Strangely enough, you know. But you know, um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I get some type of viewership, um, I would like some advice on like attempting to, start relationships or the type of. Because I'm autistic, so I really don't know how people move from friends to like to love. What's too soon? How to navigate those emotions in a healthy way, as such that you're being healthy, because autism, we don't really develop those facilities all the time in ways, damn it, in ways that make the most sense, as far as you know um how normal people do stuff. That's what autism is I'm not quite normal. I'm not quite normal with the way that my brain works. I have like a social dyslexia, as in social media, as in, socializing and romance, relationships, and, a pursuit of partnership. As you see, the title of this video is In Search of a Pothead Partner, you know, looking for the cheech to my chong, you know. And I guess I have a certain level of urgency, because I feel as though, like wow, like, like, what's going on with this planet and all this killing and all in, like, I don't think it's gonna be nuclear war. I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of that's what I do sometimes, is I run. I run to places that are like, oh, this is scary, so this is gonna be this and this is gonna be that. It's the end of the world. Kind of like Lilo and Stitch. Remember, she was like pretty dramatic about being depressed. I think she was like, "Oh my God, this is the end of the world. I'm so depressed." Until Stitch comes into her life. And then like everything changes or whatever. Not for the best completely either. Stitch was a mess, but Stitch. But yeah. So I kind of wanted to give a little bit of my experience being a gay guy, being a gay man. I was talking to Mr. Minnesota's brother, and oh my God, he's the cutest, most adorable, sweetest guy ever. He's the sweetest guy ever. He's such a sweetheart. He's so sweet. We had this really cool conversation, and he seems like extremely polite and like, oh my, he's the most adorable thing in the entire world. I'm like, damn, I should be going for you. But no, like, that's weird. He's engaged to be married to this guy, and I don't know, he seems like a nice guy. I don't think that guy values him as much as I think, you know, I'm gonna say I would. I mean, somebody should. But I mean, the fact that he's taking his relationship seriously, and I'm like, well, that's just a good thing. And he's like, he's had a rough time, trying to date and things like that. And he's from, I obviously that's where I met him, in Minnesota, and they're pretty progressive on LGBT things, I would say, for the most part. But I don't think it's the most healthy dating environment, for whatever. But I drew him a picture, drew something for him. That I always get inspired whenever I have a crush on somebody. I feel romantic and artistic. I'm like, oh Jesus, let's do cute shit. Let's be productive and creative. Yeah, you know. And then when I'm not, I still manage to get things done, but I tend to have a little extra wind beneath my wings, I would say. So yeah, I'm gonna see where that goes. Um, I think this is gonna be the last video I make with my skin I have found some new makeup and it's like really good. Oh, is that Kobe Bryant? Scotty Pippen? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll get to. And I'm paranoid about the Fortnite. I'm like, a fortnight means like 2 weeks or something, and Fortnite is some crazy new game where people are running around just tearing shit up and shooting. And his brother loves that game. I'm like, no, play the other one. I think his brothers are so cool. That's why I'm like, God, life sucks so bad because they seem like the nicest, coolest guys ever. Like to just like hang out with. I'm like so oh, I'm not even gonna. That's no fantasy thinking today. I'm done. Like Mr. Minnesota, it's gonna have to work itself out, and he's gonna have to be like, "Yo, I'm feeling you. Let's get this together. We're gonna talk on Facebook Messenger all the goddamn time. We're gonna do some, cute shit." Or I'm like, just chasing tail, just chasing some tail. He's a really nice looking guy, and he kind of floats my boat. And everybody don't float my boat. 'Cause I used to be a hoe. This a hoe shit. Really like intimate with somebody who really kind of like, I mean maybe a couple times like, everybody's always like, oh, well you checking for me then, what's good or whatever. So yeah, you know what? Um I think I'm going to stop here and then segue into I'm gonna make this 2 videos. My this video I want to get my paranoia and my anxiety off my chest. First, I am scared there's going to be like more of these mass shootings, even to the level of Mandalay Bay, like a string of them, it's coming soon, in the summertime. I don't know why I think this. Maybe I'm scared. I'm paranoid. Maybe it's the mushrooms, but whatever it is, it's tripping me out, and I can't really get to like a secure place with it. I feel like I don't. I mean, I like being having my own space, but I just want to share it with the right person. And I'm like, that's where I'm at right now. And then I would have an added feeling of security. Especially I've been through some police brutality. Like I don't want to go there right now because that's like PTSD. Fucking sucks. Like having like that's just one thing I'm like, Jesus and white folks, you guys need to cut it out with the traumatic experiences, like traumatizing people, and giving them PTSD and putting them through unnecessary shit. And then somebody's like low key ready to flip the fuck out, 24 hours a day for slim to none. Like that shit is for the birds. I'm not loving it. I'm not liking it. I'm not appreciating it. And there really is no cause. There's no reason. There's no reason for any of that. Um, I think I'll do a quick room tour just so you guys can see my crib. I've kind of like got it clean and organized. I said I wasn't gonna do too much in terms of that, so I don't want to show off on YouTube. You know, um, yeah, the cutest basketball players. I thought it was Minnesota again. I'm obsessed with Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's in it anymore. No, they were playing last week though. What is this? Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics and Cavs. Why did they play so many times? Oh yeah. Oh, it was Houston Rockets. It was Minnesota versus Houston Rockets. Oh, that's a cute little place. I don't know. It's just all the white guys talking about basketball. Should we having a round table discussion? The white guys. Nope. No negativity about Mr. Minnesota. He's fine. He's actually like my favorite. I'm gonna be brokenhearted. I can tell it's coming, but it's okay. I'm brokenhearted because of the potential. I just saw potential, but there's no reality. There has to be a reality, and that's what would be disappointing. You know, but like I said, we're still, he's still in my vicinity, in my auras, in my aura. You know, hopefully in my oral sexes too. Hey, Chris Humphries. I'm the freaky bitch. Actually, I'm not. Oh, freaky bitch. Freaky diggy. But not too freaky. And if you was doing anything sneaky, I don't want you freaky. No, I don't want you freaky. Just a friend. A friend on whom I can depend. Whirl. First, I'll show you my bed situation. I know it's weird. I have like little Pokemon hiding in my bed. They just come out every now and again. Some snacks. I keep snacks in my bed. This is my stand. It's my boyfriend. It's my boyfriend. It's not my boyfriend, obviously, but like in the story, this guy, he's a gay guy, but you've heard it before. He's a gay guy, but he's very discreet in public, and I don't know where the other one is at. I can't find him. And there's a girl right here. This is my Cupid hood, Little Red Riding Hood Cupid hood. I gotta accessorize her up. I'm gonna really trick her out. I think I'm gonna give her like a lot of little crystals and stuff. I'm gonna put little crystals all over her skin if I can find some. I think it's called sea glass. I lost it when I moved. I think. Let's see. Oh, I got this cool thing. My mom got this from Mexico for me. So, you can see it. But, got a little zombie lady. She's gonna put somewhere. Let's put her. Ouch! Oh shit! I almost fell. What is that? That's dangerous. No. This is my bag. Let's take a pee. Hold on, guys. It's gonna be nothing for a minute. Oh, shucks. Ooh. Oh no! I just pissed in the water. Damn it! Stupid behind. That sucks, man. Shit. Just pissed in the goddamn water. Cheers. No, it's alright. Fill it up. Good thing I filled it up first. Oh, jeez. Just okay, so This is my little grotto. It's kind of like my own little place. I just kind of sit down here, and I got a little mirror there. That's me. And got my shoes on display. Little Simba. I'm gonna do this box one day. If you can see that little box, it's my little special arts and crafts project I've been working on for years. This little thrift, there's a sword over there. See the nerd sword? An angel lady. It's a big old painting. I didn't do that one, by the way. Got a little kitchen. My mom hooked me up a kitchen. So it's my little tiny house kitchen. It's not the fancy tiny house. It's just in my parents' basement where like I kind of don't want to be here. I'm like, I guess it's a good place. I'm just, like another guy, like a black man got shot in DC. He got shot with like 2 gun clips. So it was like really bad. I was like, God damn, that's kind of fucked up, man. I don't know, Black Lives Matter caught this one, but it's too many at this point. So that's what you understand why I'm. So I don't really have much. My mom got this Papazon chair. And this is my wardrobes. I'm gonna do some fashions. This is what I mean, like, get kind of upset because I got all these cute clothes. And I'm not really a go out type of person anymore, but like, have my like little cutie boyfriend sitting up in here getting all dressed up, smoking weed, just reading comic books and making out and stuff. They don't like that. Gay guys don't like that. That's his brother was like, gay guys, he said, my experience with gay men is they're crazy. And what did he say? Crazy, shallow, and disturbing. I was like, oh, you poor thing. We're like best friends. Oh my God. I was like, oh, OMG. And he's the sweetest. He's such a polite sweetheart. And I'm like, and I'm trying to figure out, like, it seems like they're not close or something. So I'm like, well, did y'all have some type of, and I'm like, am I being dumb for playing Dr. Phil for this dude who pretty much is like, I mean, I don't like to talk bad about him, but but his brother told me that. His brother was like, no, he's always been kind of antisocial. Oh, by the way, I've got a giant sleepy Pokemon in here. This is my monster. Hey, monster. Get up, buddy. Feel like getting up. Nah, stay down. Get down. Get down here and finish my video. Oh, no. Let's sit here with the puppy cuddles. So yeah, but I don't know. What are you doing, monster? Was that too? No, he likes it. He likes hanging around. I beat him up. No, I don't abuse my dog. Thank you. I just route him. I'll never hit him. He just likes to wrestle. Get him in attack mode. And you can't. They just somebody stab the damn dog and you can shoot a dog. So you can't even. People are obsessed with gun violence, man. So that goddamn Fortnite, like, Jesus, can y'all play Destiny? Y'all don't like the Destiny? Man, crazy millennials. So I better leave them alone before they come knocking on my door. Like some goddamn world star. Bunch of monsters. It's me and the dogs. Me and the snappy dog. So, if you want to hang out with this puppy, you're a cute gay guy. Yo, motherfucker, yo. I'm gonna do my hair. I can put some conditioner on my hair. It looks totally crazy. You alright, buddy? You alright, Stink? What's up, man? It's Little Wolf Humphreys. It's Naruto Little Wolf Humphreys. Little Wolf. Shadow. 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 You okay, buddy? You okay, buddy? You okay, buddy? You okay? So yeah, I've rambled. I feel better. I always feel better after doing YouTube live. So I'm gonna do another one maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna just leave this, and I'm in a better mood now. But yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna wait. Because in fact, I'm scared that something bad has happened to this guy. I was watching something about like human trafficking, like sex trafficking, and last I saw him, he was like he ghosted me really bad on social media, you know, and it was weird because I want to tell this story. We had been talking. I met this guy, you know. It was he was like really like I don't know. He just was like all in my grill or whatever. You know, he walked up to my car. We exchanged information, whatever. Then I went to talk to him, and he was the sweetest thing ever. I was like, "Oh Jesus, you are a mess," but I was cool about it. You know, he he must have like some type of homophobia or something, and that would explain because his brother, because that's how I found him, even to look for him, because he told me my brother Aru is getting married to a guy, you know. And I was like, oh, you know, because I told him straight, I was like, I'm a gay dude, you know what I mean, like. I'm not creeping around on the sidelines. Like, I think you're freaking. I didn't like come on to him too. I was like, no, no, you're attractive. I think you're a complete cutie. Like when you talk to me, and then like, and he must have been like a lot bigger than me. He must be like 5'10" or 5'11". He must be lanky a little bit, you know, but he's not like 6 feet. You know, I think this guy I'm talking to now, he's a big guy. He's a big guy, and I don't always like big guys like talking to me, but it's sometimes like too much man. You know, like Jesus, I feel so feminine already. But um, anyway, keep your comments to yourself. But I think I'm gonna do my hair before I get off of here. In fact, let's do my hair while I'm talking, so I can do two things at once. Maybe I should turn this on. I think you're true. Let's y'all watch some football, some basketball. Y'all could watch us some basketball for una momento, por favor. Just hang in here with the video. I'm gonna try to edit these one day. Like, I love vlogging, you know. And if they don't shoot the place up, or you know, no, none of my paranoias come true, then one day you'll see a little cutie right here. Be like, hey, cutie, L, nigga, fuck you. We ain't gonna do no pornos though. I don't make no pornos. No. I don't even like taking nudies. I took some sick thirst traps, boy. My thirst traps were like, bitch, dimed out. They was cutting up. Anyway, I'm not gonna get naked on YouTube. Is that violation? Guideline violations? I wouldn't take my drawers off, but y'all wants to see my scampies. See me in my little G string and a thong. So you know. Y'all want to see my scampies? Did y'all want to see my scampies? In the G strings and a thong. Because he popping on his thing. All right, we're getting into the sketchbook too. Alrighty, yo, that's better lighting. Yeah, it's a lot better lighting. So I'm gonna get this hair did, and I'm gonna ramble a little bit more if you don't mind. Yeah. But yeah. And I don't mean to come for the gay guys so severely. Just need to get it together, fellas. Try to find our love and happiness. The hole you're trying to fill is a hole in your heart, not a hole in your twat. In your twat. A little shea butter mist. Here's some love. It's not quite as thick as I would like it to be, but really been working on it. I experienced some hair loss, well, thinning, you know, with my skin, there's thyroid issues. Well, I'm getting older, so, you know, I'm not going to do much to it this time. It's 30-minute videos. That's good, about 30 minutes. So I think I'm just going to pay attention to the signs that life gives me. And that's one, to just be patient with any situation, you know, like kind of crushing on this guy has taken a lot of patience, you know. I think he's totally worth it, you know. I just hope I don't find out no wild shit, you know. Like, goddamn, that would suck. I'm really kind of digging this dude, you know. Let's see if it can go somewhere. We gotta be friends, obviously. But I think we've been knowing each other for about a year now, so we still, you know. He just ghosted me real bad. But when he ghosted me, because, like, oh yeah, so the story, so we were talking after we met. I had to leave Minnesota because I almost got stabbed, you know. I almost got stabbed and was hanging out with this girl who's, you know, going back into drug abuse, and somebody got shot outside of her house. She was abusing her baby. Like, it was just a mess. I was like, oh, Jesus. And then a lot of the guys in town were doing the dabs. Like, I had this one friend, and he was on dabs and acid one day. Homeboy was toe up. I was hanging out with this white guys trying to get a bag of weed, and he's on the dabs. Homeboy, what toe up? Like, they what toe? I was like, nah, that's too much. I just want to go somewhere where I can just smoke a little pot and chill, you know. That's like right after we met. So I don't know if he was upset with me because he don't talk to me much, you know. He likes me to text message him, you know. But the guys in Minnesota, I find they're not really good at communication. And one of the local girls told me, she said, they're just like that. Like, a lot of them are like that. They're horrible at text messaging. They can be a little flaky, you know. But in general, I thought they was pretty cool guys, Minnesota guys. You can do a lot worse. And the guys around here where I'm from, just like, whatever, fool. So, you know, some people do it like this. Some people do it like that. And, yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get a good look. And I believe you when you say it like that. So I have like a 6 snatchback. Believe you. Growing a man bun. A little bit of fro in the back. So it's going to be like a full snatchback, you know. And then, if, you know, I managed to survive this crazy futuristic apocalyptic world we're living in. About 6 years, I'm going to try to lock my hair. Again, I had the dreads. I wouldn't mind having them again. But these days, I ain't shit. I'm dropping like flies. So, but anyway, so we managed to keep in touch. Like, you know, he's pretty good at text messaging. He just doesn't talk much. You know, he doesn't. You know, his brother's like that too. I see though, because we have things in common. You know, and he keeps the conversation going, but they kind of just like. And I've learned to, like, with text messaging, kind of let things filter out. But me personally, I enjoy and I would say require a little bit more like back and forth. Like I don't know. It's really I guess a lot of people are like that. So I mean, he's just a regular dude like anyone else. To be completely honest. Um, yeah. Um, but I went to the UK. I had a girlfriend. I'm pansexual, and when I was in college, I met this girl, and she happens to be biracial too. She happens to be biracial. She's half Nigerian and half white, and she's just like amazing. She pretty much rocked my world. She's kind of like I am. One of like Erica Badu chicks or whatever. And we had a pretty good relationship, but she was just kind of like just a bit of a hipster. I never really do too good with the hipsters because they're so like you know, I don't know, they just have their own way of doing things. You know, and it never kind of like sits right with me. It kind of rubs me the wrong way. And I have a lot to bring to the table, but I'm still, I think, very much of a work in progress. Which I love a work in progress. Like I think that's why I'm like digging. I was like, oh my god, he's a total work in progress. Like you're like a puppy dog, man. You need somebody to help you, like put a little water on you and watch you grow. 'Cause that's what actually the girl, that's what she did. She put a lot of water on me, and I kind of grew. She was cool, but the actual like quality of our friendship and relationship was kind of like you know. And then it kind of like ended abruptly, but we still kept in touch. But I came back to America. I went to London to see her, and we were like staying together, somewhat. So I had a pretty serious. I've had like I think just two serious. I have two serious relationships with females. Uh, yeah, two. Like I get a girlfriend every now and again. We just don't have sex. I take them out and just treat them good. Try to have a nice little lady on the side. Even if I had a boyfriend, like we're gonna get a girlfriend. We're gonna have some cute chick sitting up in here, watching cartoons and like giggling and it's harder than it sounds, man. It's like so difficult. I keep meeting girls that I like, but they're like already have a baby or they're like I don't know, just have a reluctance. I guess girls around here still haven't like the fag hags and fruit flies and girls who love gay guys. They're still coming up. They're not the run of the mill. But I've been lucky enough to like run into a couple, so that's been nice. And I always take advantage. No, I don't take advantage. I like utilize. A cool girl and she's down with your sexuality and keep her close, man. Like make sure she's not dating no eggheads and tell her, yo, what's good with this dude? Is he like, I think females are like wonderful. I think females are completely awesome. And you know, so like it's funny because I'm living with my parents now and I have some skepticism and some paranoias like I just think my dad's gonna kill me, man. Like, he's not, but I mean, he's really sick. He has like stomach cancer or something, and he's been a crackhead my whole life and abusive. And I mean, he's not a terrible person, but he's like just fucked my shit up pretty tough. Like my mom, she has her own issues, but he's one of her biggest issues. So it's like kind of like but I guess on a positive note, my mom's like doing really good since I'm here, but she's still like messy, just like she need three different types of Jesus, and I can't provide everything for her, but she's been really cool. So I guess that's but I don't know if that's a tactic, to keep me somewhere that's not healthy for me. But honestly, I don't have anywhere else to go at the current time. And I'm always like really sad to be in this kind of state of being. 'Cause like I said, I just met this really nice guy. He's handsome. He's a dark skinned guy. He's got his pretty hair and like funny colored eyes and shit. And I'm just like, damn. Like, can you help me find somewhere to stay or like, can I express to him, my anxieties or without looking crazy. You know, I'm like, but how do you do that? You know, it's like, oh well, this is an abuse. This has been an abusive home for me. You know, my dad's been in and out of jail my whole life, and his drug problems. You know, like it's like, oh well, you know, I'm always imagine some guys are like, oh well, let me hold you, tell me all about it. I'm gonna protect you. We're gonna run away from here. You know, but people don't really be like that. They be like, oh drama. You know, you're like, you know, undateable or something. You know, like I can't sustain all that or whatever. So I don't know. I live in a fantasy world, as you can clearly see. I live in a fantasy world, but they like me here in my fantasy world. You know, they like me here. These ain't no sexy toys. It's Naruto and Sasuke. And we're trying to bring about the end of the world. We're trying to bring a meteor down. And this is Naruto's and the Sasuke. I got this from Minnesota, from Black Bear Casino. And then I think these came from, no, these came from here. But they each have their own. You see the Pokemon have, I switched their heads, so they're like really crazy. These are their Pokemon. They got little Pokemon, Naruto and Sasuke. You know? And this is a thing I got from, I got this from Duluth Savers. It's like a little owl knick-knack. And I have this little black girl. It's a little jungle black girl. Isn't she beautiful? She's a Wakfu, Dofus. This is her little hut. She lives here. Got this from the dollar store. So, and then my favorite, you know, I like he's black and white. He's my favorite. But we don't like those. They're crazy. We love those. We don't like them. And this is, my mom just got me this. It's really cute. It's actually expensive. This is does it have a name on it? It's a Kenneth Cole bag. I was like, oh mom, Kenneth. I put it on layaway. My mom paid for my layaway, so it's like, oh bitch, yes. Show you what's inside my bag. Just random stuff. These are my little voguing gloves. I like to vogue in these. Oh, I was gonna pause. I hope this don't sink. I got these from a cheap store when I was actually like, oh, I've got to finish my story. When I was in the UK, I actually got these in the UK. But when I went to the UK, like I was in a really interesting situation, and thank God I'm out of it now. What was I gonna do with these? Oh yeah, I'm making a dolly box, so I take out the doll clothes. By the way, I collect dolls, so if you're a gay guy and you're thinking of dating this beautiful man who's making YouTube videos, I'm a drag queen, and this is my drag. I'm not gonna show you any dolls today because I lost like that's the sad part. In the UK, I lost like all of my DVDs, all of my dolls, my CDs, you know. So it's been really traumatic, but I'm rebuilding bit by bit, like the Bionic Man. I'm rebuilding. This is their hat. They're missing the pink hat. Oh, here he is. This is his hat. This is his hat. Actually, this is his sister's hat, but it happens to fit him too. So I have him looking like the ultimate gay guy. See if I can put his hat on him. See, he's got his little hat on. My pink hat, homie. You know. You see, he's got the gayest shoes. I was gonna I got these from Japan. These are like Harajukus. They probably, I don't know if they came from Tokyo, but they were like really cheap. They might have came from China actually, but they got them in the mail. These are DC superhero girl pants. This is Billy's sweater, and this is a Claude Wolf, and this is a hat that came with another one. This is a new hat from the new series. So I thought he looked like some kind of like, you know, intergalactic. And he's a Jedi. He's got a lightsaber, and he needs a bow and arrow. He needs a bow because he has arrows. So that's his claim to fame. And this is his wolf. This is his wolf shadow. Actually, that would be his boyfriend's wolf. You know? See, there he is. Shadow. 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 He's not having it. I don't have just girly toys in there too. I got little. And this was a 3 pack of Pokemon. This is the girly one, so we'll put that in the doll box. I'm not gonna show you the doll box. This is some jewelries, and this is a little. I should take this thing out too. I like little stuff like this because I make boxes for them like froggy stuff. I think like as my channel goes on, I don't want to focus my dollies right now because like I said, I'm trying to find a date. So I was like, oh my god, he's got like fucking Pokemon and dolls and shit. What a weirdo. I can't have sex with that. You don't go to the gym. Like, oh no. You know. But I'm gonna I had created a whole world for them in Minnesota. Like I had all these boxes and like, little just stuff that from Target, just like Froggy stuff and Mommy and Gracie, all those beautiful YouTubers, and I was trying to make wigs. But the girl I was hanging out with, the Crystal Method girl, she was lazy. She's a really talented artist, but she didn't do art. She just kind of like all kinds of art. This is cute. She can actually have wings. This one. See, the wings fit on her, so. And then we got another pair. I had like the whole collection. I had like two pair of throne coming wings, the super wings from the Heartstruck, and I had like 3 of these. So I'm trying to reconnect those because it was like I really liked having all those different things. And this one he gets the wings too. So I have like I just sit there. I don't. This is how I play with my toys, quote unquote. Is I just smoke a little pot and like fool around with them. And actually, this is his. This is for Jane Boolittle, but this is his. He's got a sloth that like hangs out with him, like always keeps him company. So I just kind of accessorize them all up, just little weird stuff like to have fun with. Shucks. Oh wow, I wonder if they still have that foot thing from Ever After High. The Ever After High had this really cool thing where it was like a shoe store, little shoe store. These are some more of their Japanese shoes, the little Harajukus. They're for the BJDs. So, um, yeah, but the UK, blah 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 blah. And then I had a friend like after he stopped talking to me, like I wasn't broken hearted. Actually, I was extremely broken hearted. Like he just kind of like he the same thing. He's ghosted me like a few times. Like we've ghosted each other actually. Like it's really like, but I try to keep in touch with him. But I don't know. He's just kind of a weird guy, man. Like he's a really sweetheart. He's super good looking. Like Jesus, he's so handsome. He's the cutest thing ever. But he is like woo. But his brother was like, that's not him being an asshole. That's just how he is. It's like, oh, poor thing. But I can't help somebody like that. I'm the one that needs help. So I don't know. I don't want custody. I don't want custody. So yeah, these are gonna go in my doll box. So I'm gonna take those away. And then but so I was talking to a friend of mine who I'd known for a long time. He's an older guy and he lives in Baltimore, out in Dundalk. His name's Lloyd. And Lloyd, I guess Lloyd kind of has a crush on me because he found me on Facebook and he was trying to like get with me or whatever. But I was like, that's when I was like thotting around, like I was like a super thought, like a baby thought, and I was just like thotting around, like thought, like it was such a thought, and but I would still talk to them. Like Lloyd was really cute because Lloyd did something I'm looking for now and that I love, but because I was so like, oh no, I gotta be popping on Instagram. I gotta be popping on the club scene. Like I gotta go out and dance 3 times a week, or like, at least 4 times a month. I'm popping, or at least I was trying to. I was trying to keep up with the guys who were like, popping on social media, and like, my gay friends, and they were cool. It was cool. I had a lot of fun. That was like in 2013. Like I'm glad I did it, so I got it out of the way. But I find that I don't know, it didn't really build much besides just, entertaining. So at this point in my life, I am very satisfied with being more of a homebody. Um, just looking for a good home, and But anyway, Lloyd and I were talking on Facebook Messenger, which sounds like people do not like Facebook Messenger. Like you can sit there and do like iChat over Facebook, and it's freaking amazing. They have filters and everything, like on Snapchat. And Lloyd was really funny because he liked the filters. Like he must think I'm cute or whatever because he likes to look at me, on Facebook Messenger. He like, because I was like have it here, like if you see my Facebook, a lot of my lives, I'm just doing like this, like looking through my sketchbook or whatever, because you can just sit there and have like a video conference, and he'd be like, look at the camera, why are you looking away? And I'm like, Lloyd, he's just such a sweet guy. He'd sit there on the phone with me all day long, and we didn't really talk about nothing. Like he'd just walk around his house, talk to his roommates and stuff, and like, but it was actually really cool. Lloyd is just a sweet guy. But he'd be on the messenger all day. When we first started talking, he'd be on the phone, and I was like, I can't accommodate that. And then he was like, yo, well, I want to come over. I want to come over. I want to spend the weekend with you. Come on, let's do this. And I was like, no, Lloyd. Like, Lloyd is a big guy. Like, he was like, I think he's like 6 feet something or whatever. I have a picture of Lloyd. I gotta find it. But actually, I gotta keep that tablet. I can't get rid of that thing. No, I gotta keep that tablet. Right, because it has all those good pictures. Even if I just get Google Images. Anyway, I'm always paranoid about something. But Lloyd, we didn't lose touch because he stayed on my Facebook. Like I get rid of some people, but I always kept Lloyd on my Facebook because he's such a sweet guy. Like he's so sweet. And I didn't talk to him very much. He does because we didn't have anything in common. He's doesn't really talk about like anime or like video games or like hippie shit, like yoga and fucking, I don't know. I always want someone who like, like does things that I like, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, we can like vibe out on that type of shit, because if we can't vibe out on like a mutual interest and like me being attracted to you or you being attracted to me or like hooking up or nothing, that really, I'm like, that dicky don't do nothing for me, boo boo. Like, no, 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 not okay. Well, we got a little naked, jerked off, and made out or whatever. But I really like video games. Video games and like cuddling. Like somebody I really, because that's where I'm like really, really girly at. Like I just want to be like pooted up, cuddled with my boyfriend, laying on his chest, and we're like holding hands and like pray sometimes or like I don't know, just like fucking gay ass Siamese twins, not Siamese, but like fucking, like some old unrealistic shit or whatever. Anyway, so I think I'm actually gonna do a little clothes haul since it's already set up. I mean, it's already an hour-long video, so I'll pretend I'm talking to Lloyd. But Lloyd went off missing. I have to finish the story. Lloyd went off missing. We were on Facebook Messenger. I might have told this story before, but it's still tripping me out because I still haven't, she hasn't responded, and like it's been like 4 months now. Lloyd, if anybody knows Lloyd Walsh, I'm gonna send him this video and see if he tunes in. But his social media is acting really like he it's like the posts are like weird or something. So like I'm kind of like no. Usually he always responds to me, and we didn't get in any kind of fight or anything, but maybe he ghosted me. So, yeah, actually, I'll do the haul in the next video. Because, yeah, I'll just cut it here, and then if I feel like finishing the video, then I will finish the video. See my hair, it's popping. Got the fashions. Yeah, so this is my little pile of things. I think I really should too. I'm going to. It's like mad late in the morning. Got a little drum. I'm gonna give that to my boyfriend if I ever get one. They like them little flying pillows. I hate flying. And the bags. Got the bags, nigga. So yeah. Ooh. Hey monster, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, my little shadow. My little shadow. My little shadow. Oh. Oh. Good man. Good man. Big boy. You're so big. You're a good man. Good puppy. Good boy. You okay, Shadow? You okay, sweetness? You alright, buddy? You okay? He's a big old baby. So yeah, that's my heart. That's the love of my life. So I'm here with him. So I'm like, well, that's the big bonus. Once again, I'm always like, well, is this a tactic? You know, they're trying to hold me here with this dog, and you know, like, 'cause I read that that's something that happens with domestic abuses, though. But my mom's doing good, so I'm just gonna try to like just go with the flow, just go with it, and enjoy my life, you know, and see where we end up. This is like the summer from hell, and like, you know, people are just kidnapped, missing, human trafficking, and murder, and you know, fucking all types of wild shit, and you know, but maybe not, you know, maybe not. And then you know, watch the news, and I watch the news too much. Like, the news is fucking depressing. Oh wow, shit. I'm just gonna, but I said this summer what I'm gonna do for me is I'm gonna work on my passion, which is my action figure collecting, and then do more of my sewing for my Etsy store. So I have like stuff built up, and just just try to rebuild what I've lost and like get back to the stability I had in Minnesota. I was so proud of. You know, let this hair grow out. I'm not gonna cut this mohawk anymore. I'm gonna let it grow. I mean, unless if I talk to Mr. Minnesota, I'm gonna have to cut it again. So I'm looking all like motherfuck this hop app. But other than that, you know, I want to say shout out to that guy Selly Cell. I think you're awesome. I don't think you're an LGBT guy, but like you are like incredible looking. I would love to hang out with you. Even well, I don't prefer to like socialize in a deep way with straight men that I'm like interested in. But I'm not like, it's like nah, be feeling it or whatever. You know, I want to look stupid. So other than that, deuces.